I did a full-featured blog post on the hero a while ago, but as with many things in Dota, this information tends to become less accurate. However, I still stand firm about most of the things I have said, hence will only provide additional thoughts and errata here. Strength carries are at an all-time low, hence his weave is a little less potent. It still provides the same exact bonuses, however, reducing EHP to physical on a hero with 2.5 horsepower pool is very different to the same effect on a 1.5 horsepower pool hero. At the same time, a lot of currently popular agility carries tend to go tanky, Eye of Skadi, and teams generally tend to focus on building up a lot of physical damage, so the skill gained in defensive capabilities what it has lost in offensive. Shallow Grave is as potent as it always was, made a little worse with an XX popularity spike. I will not state that you should not pick Dazzle Dazzle against XX, since your weave can really hurt his offense, but if you can, try to avoid it. The hero is very weak when it comes to ganking, with no proper disable and a very conditional nuke, so he can only be reliably used as a babysitter and push teamfight support. It might not necessarily be a bad thing, however, especially in a farming meta with an extremely complicated ground breach. The main problem is that while he is excellent at not giving away an advantage you have, he is not going to be of much use in trying to gain that advantage in the first place. Nerfs to Mechanism's mana cost also hit the hero pretty hard, since he tends to experience a lot of mana issues with spammable Shadow Wave. Fixed healing effects generally tend to lose their potency the longer the game progresses and the skill can quickly become irrelevant. While it heals for a lot, it does not heal a single target, and single target burst heroes tend to dominate the battlefield in this patch. Do not get me wrong, I still very much love the hero and he is still in my top 3 favorite heroes in the game. But in public matchmaking his Shallow Grave is outclassed by Ultimate of Oracle, while the latter also gives a lot in terms of disables damage output purge effects. His weave, while unparalleled, can be substituted with Medallion of Courage on practically any support for defensive use, single target physical DPS FTW. For offense you have a selection of Slardar, Vengeful Spirit etc. His heal, unless you have a lineup for it, is weak both offensively and defensively, still a decent outpush though, and don't get me started on Poison Touch. Its only use is disabling Blink Dagger and it was there to compensate for otherwise extremely strong skill set, which, in my opinion, does not compare too well against newer additions to the Dota 2 hero pool. The hero is excellent at what he is doing, but unless you are playing Captain's mode, there are better, more aggressive and higher utility supports in the game which can do pretty much the same thing, only with less conditions for success and higher single target relevance.